And we're live once again. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're listening to us on the podcast or you're watching us on YouTube, welcome. And we managed to just about get here on time. Megan and I were busily chatting and putting the world to rights. We're like, oh my goodness, we haven't seen each other for so long. Welcome, Megan. How are you?
Oh, I'm so well. I'm so excited to be talking with you and to be sharing my journey and my experience with this wonderful lineage in school.
Oh my
So
goodness.
thank you for having me.
I've been, wanting you to be on the show, but I know you're very busy traveling all over, helping
Yeah.
people and serving. So it's a great, it's great that we're talking now. So I'm going to just jump in and I'm going to ask you, can you tell us a little bit about your life pre-initiation, pre-mystery school, and then, perhaps a little bit about initiation and how your life is different now? I know we've only got 10 minutes, but would you
Yeah.
be able to
Yes,
squeeze
for
it in?
sure. So before I found mystery school, I worked specifically in mental health. And my goal in life when I was like 6 years old is that I wanted to heal schizophrenia and all mental illness. So that was my goal. And because it afflicted my family. And so I was really, really geared toward that. And I went to school and I did the things. I learned, I worked at a really well-renowned institute hospital in Atlanta, just north of Atlanta. And I was there and I found myself really sad and very defeated. I felt very unfulfilled in my job, even though I was helping people. And like I couldn't reconcile why the world was the way it was, why this field was the way that it was. Like I would work with my patients and a month later they would come back and it would just be this revolving door of like not really serving people. And that's all I wanted was I wanted to help people with the mind. And I just wanted to be a helper. I just wanted to help people. And so I found myself at this place of like almost like spiritual dead inside. Like my life was good. Like I had a good boyfriend and, like everything was fine. I was like 3 years sober and Alcoholics Anonymous. Like I'd really excelled at creating a life that seemed happy or successful. But inside, I felt like I was dying and I needed something more. And going to work and helping these people, not really helping them, was super defeating. And so I was talking with a friend of mine, and she was like, I really think this thing that I offer that I have will help you. And I was like, no. I was not science. I'm all scientific and I had no idea about Reiki, or this was 15 years ago. So I had no clue about anything metaphysics, nothing like that. I was very scientific. And that was my background with my family. So when she told me about this, I was like, no, I don't know if that, I don't know. And she's like, listen, she's like, just take a leap of faith. And I trusted her. And I was like, okay, I'll do this thing. It can't hurt, right? What is this wand thing and whatever? And so like she did it on me and I didn't feel anything. It wasn't like this white light experience. It wasn't like, oh, it was just, I think I could breathe a little better, right?
Yes.
There was a sense of peace. And so I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. And then my life changed, like radically changed in 4 months. I got out of the job, started working for myself. I moved into an apartment by myself, left the relationship that wasn't serving me. I was finally living on my own at 27. Like all of these magical things happened, and there was no catalyst other than this stick in the rock that activated me. And so I was like, okay, maybe there's something here. Maybe there's something to magic. Like, I don't know what it is, but now I'm curious.
Yeah.
Now I have more questions, right? And mystery school helps us to find those questions within. And so I was like, okay, so what's next? And she was like, empower thyself. And so I embarked on the journey of being an initiate and was initiated within this holy lineage. And when I received that initiation, that knighthood, it was the first time in my life that I felt safe. And it was the first time in my life that I felt home in my body and that everything was okay. And that I felt really a part of something beautiful and grand. And I've always known that there was something more I was supposed to do. I just didn't know what that looked like, right? So that really propelled me forward. Like I began Kabbalah, study of Kabbalah, and I went to LAP and became a life activation practitioner. And now I get to travel all over the Southeast and offer these wonderful tools of empowerment through initiation, through life activation. And my life is filled with joy and love and connection and self-discovery through the reflection of my students and the people that I meet every day. So it's just, this is the adventure of life. I've had so much fun just discovering me, but serving others, like really tangibly seeing fruits in people's life changing, which was such a hard thing for me before I came to this lineage. So it's been just a remarkable journey.
My goodness. Now, this is so interesting. So I think there's so much here to talk about. And I know we've got a short space of time, but
Yeah.
you're from a scientific background, and you mentioned the mental health and the schizophrenia. Have you noticed, working in that arena,
Yes.
using the tools of the mystery school, have they worked? Have they?
Yeah, so I'll give you a great example. And this is a student of mine currently. So she came to me, somebody brought her to me and said, hey, I can't, they were a healer. And they said, hey, I'm not really able to assist this person. Can you help? She was having terrible nightmares. She was diagnosed schizoaffective. And so that is a very intense diagnosis. And I didn't treat her in the way of like, let's do therapy. What I did is said, hey, I have a set of tools that I can offer you. And so let's do life activation. Let's do some clearing work like a cord cutting. And then let's do empower thyself. And you receive that initiation. And then you take these tools home and you use them every day. And so what I witnessed in her is when I did the life activation, she stopped having the nightmares. Okay. And then after initiation, within 6 months of initiation, she got off the lithium, which she's been on for 10 years. Okay. So the magic in this lineage is like, I'm not going to say that everybody would be affected that way, but I've seen the fruits, the true tangible fruits in the clients that I work with. So yes, I believe that the magic exists within our lineage to help people move beyond that space and heal the fractures. Yes.
Maybe we can actually come back and have a deep discussion about that, because I know so many people are affected with severe mental health issues. I know we say this word mental health, and it covers such a wide range of
Right.
From depression, anxiety, but also from people that are suffering from suicidal thoughts or suicidal tendencies, to schizophrenia, to all these different types of things. And I think it would be really good if we could delve into that on at a future date.
I would be absolutely honored to talk about that and to talk about my own personal journey with my own mental health and how I've been able to overcome that with these lineage tools. And then also witnessing and serving other people to move beyond their addiction, their depression, their anxiety. And what I've seen work from the tools that we have in our lineage, the, Ensophic Reiki, huge piece. The etheric reconstruction, just tools of light, initiation, stepping into their own form of service and helping people, and really beginning to embody the gifts and the talents contained within their soul. So I would love to have that conversation with you and to go deeper about, because I don't even like saying mental illness. It's not an illness. It's just, hey, let's talk about a different way of being, right? Everybody has a way that they experience life. And let's encourage you to talk about that. This is a safe space. And then let's work deeper. Okay, so let's go deeper. Is there trauma there? Let's talk about the trauma. Here's this life activation that's going to help light up the DNA so that you can overcome that trauma and remember that you're a divine being. So yeah, I would love to have that discussion. Absolutely.
It's amazing. So what I think I'm hearing here is that you're saying, and I've heard this again and again and again, and from my own experience, is that it doesn't matter how severe or how, whatever your challenge is, that the tools of the lineage, they work every time.
Every time. I've always seen, in any time that I've worked with a client with life activation, initiation, or any healing modality, like I said, in Sophic Reiki, there has been a tangible change within the body, mind, and soul. I've always seen the magic affect them in a profound way.
My goodness, thank you so much. Megan, we haven't got much time, but
Yeah.
a little 30 seconds. For those people that have the sciencey background, like
Yeah.
you, what would you say to them about, about the coming to try out a session? Because I know there's lots of them out there.
The thing is be curious. Allow yourself to be curious. Allow yourself to go beyond the cubic box understanding of where you're currently at. Because when we can step beyond that and consider other possibilities, then that's where the magic exists. And that's where we can move beyond where we currently are. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We've just had one question in which I'll just answer quickly.
Okay.
Can life activation be done from afar, or must it be done when you are in the presence of a person being activated? So maybe you could answer that for us, Megan, actually.
Yeah, so we have to be in person. So there has to be where we're in the space with one another. Okay, it's not something that it's a remote healing or that it's done over the phone. It's something that's in person. And the reason for that is because of the energy transfer that happens while we're in this space together. So it is a one-on-one individual process.
And the good news is that Megan and I have lots of colleagues and
Yes.
dear friends in probably over 50 countries around the world. So
Yeah.
wherever you are, we can point you in the right direction of, one of our friends or colleagues. So please get in touch, with either myself or Megan, and we will help direct you accordingly.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And I'm in Mauritius now. I'm hands up because I would like to come back to Mauritius. And I will be there, but Caroline, I will direct you to the nearest person. But my
Great.
goodness, yeah. Thank you so much, and let's arrange, and we will come back and discuss this further. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Bye.